What's up, Commander Nation? It's your boy Gerard B on Gerard BTV, and I must say, I have survived some food poisoning from hell, boy.
Yikes!
And as I was suffering, I got to thinking,
Yikes!
who are our year two leap candidates this year? And shit, we ain't have a lot of draft picks in 2025. So I wanted to start with one of my favorite players on the team, Ice Trey Amos, who I think can be the most dangerous cornerback heading into the NFC East in this season. I think he can be the best, the most dangerous corner. He ain't going. That's not saying he's gonna be the best corner. That's saying he's the most dangerous corner. Okay, think about it. Year two player, healthy, motivated. Okay, Daronte Jones come in with an aggressive defense that's gonna support the corners. Okay, with the better pass rushing, aggressive fronts, multiple fronts, amoeba-like defense, confusing offensive coordinators and quarterbacks and throwing the ball right to Trey Amos. Okay, this is not just a Trey Amos video. We also got to think about if this is a direction in with if Washington's defense is really going to have a cornerback one problem for the rest of the division to have to deal with. That's the best part about this video. Okay, but before we get there, cue the intro. Now, if you a diehard Commanders fan, you already hip to how we landed Trey Amos. All right, he fell in the draft, got him at pick 61. But the man pedigreed up. All right, he got the cornerback build. All right, of a boundary corner. 6'1", 195 pounds, 31 and a quarter inch arms, full speed. That's all you need to know. All right. All first team SEC when he was there, you know what I'm talking about? Played at Louisiana, Alabama, and Ole Miss. That's when he popped off the scene. 50 tackles, 3 interceptions, 13 pass breakups, got ball skills, pressability, physicality, and got zone keys. Adam Peters did not accidentally draft this dude last year. This was one of them situations where the best talent on the board was a corner, and we desperately needed one. And he fits the roster building vision perfectly. Right? Think about what Minnesota had in their cornerback room. They ain't got no Trey Amos. They ain't got no Trey Amos-esque or value type player. Not yet. Okay. And I feel like his if his rookie year didn't get cut short, he would have really been getting some good waves. He would have been getting some good waves. Because he was already carved out a serious role. All right. Starting 8 games out of the 10 he played in. He had 32 tackles for us as a rookie, 6 passes defended. All right. He ain't had no interceptions, but he had plenty of chances to secure that jump. He just got to secure that jump. Them sticky ass gloves they be having. He better start catching them jumps too. Now, again, that PFF, they ain't love that man last year. They ain't love that man. And that's not going to deter me from saying he's the most dangerous corner. Because what are metrics? All right. They are looking at your old work. All right. They're not telling you what you are going to do in the future. They looking at your old work. Right. So that screams rookie growing pains. Corner is probably the hardest position to come in the NFL and play day one. All right. But boundary corner, again, for him to come in day one, all right, and look miles better than Marshawn Lattimore, man, I didn't want to mention his name. He who shall not be named. Again, we got another one of them Batman in the squad. All right. Like when you look at the eye test, as one of my boys is telling me today, young, when you look at a player and they pass the eye test, you just know you got something. That now you just need them to stay healthy and to put it together. And he passed the eye test, bro. He looked natural in his transition and his breaks and things like that. He breaking down with the corners, mirroring corners well. You know, he got the mocks, he got the attitude. And he going to lead. He leading the cornerback from at this point. You know what I'm saying? Well, most of y'all probably say Mikey or whatever, but I'm gonna say it's probably Amos from the swag. All right. When you looked at him and his game, it just felt different. All right, it just felt different. And before he broke his fibula, you know what I'm saying, I felt like that man was you know what I'm saying, he was getting his chops. Just same with Josh Connolly, right? Like you start off a certain way in the league, in the season, and you continually see you progress. Now, until Trey Amos started getting banged up, that's when you start to see his game start to suffer. Once he started getting them chippy injuries and things like that to his lower extremities, shoulders, and things like that, yeah, that's what you got to deal with, the physicality of the NFL. And that's what it comes with when it comes to corners, because you got to be able to tackle. All right. And the fact that he had 32 tackles in 8 games, well, in 8 starts, 10 games or whatever, he wasn't afraid to put his helmet on Bama's. All right. He not the biggest dude. All right. He not the biggest dude. And hopefully Daronte Jones makes sure that he continues to put these dudes in the most advantageous situations possible. Where, yeah, when they got to come and rally and tackle, they not by themselves. You know what I'm saying? But again, complete football player. I like what I seen from Trey Amos out of his rookie year. For sure, for sure. That's why I have the most confidence in him to take a year 2 lead. All right. And with this defense that we're going to be running now with Daronte Jones, again, the more aggressive, the more disguise heavy, more pressure based, all these things that we've been hearing from a Logan Paulson, from a London Fletcher, from uh, anybody that talks to the team, if you will. You know what I'm saying? Again, Trey Amos fits exactly what you want. He can press, he can bail, he can play zone, he can use his length, he can play physical, he can survive on the boundary without needing any help. All right. And that's the most important thing. Because with the better pressure up front, Amos gonna be able to eat. Right? That cornerback production is often is dictated by how much pressure the quarterbacks are under. All right. Are they being rushed? Are they late to their windows? Are they uncomfortable in the pocket? They're not trusting what they're seeing. That's how you force them into bad decisions, and that's how they end up throwing the ball right to Trey Amos. Right to Trey Amos. And he better catch it. And he better catch it. You know what I'm saying? Now in the NFC East, I ain't even gonna hold you. The only players that rival Trey Amos in the division when it comes to corner is at the Eagles with Quinyon Mitchell and Cooper DeJean. They got two dogs over there. Ain't no joke. They got 2 dogs. All right. Dallas got talent too. The Giants got some pieces out there too. But Amos is upside to be a lockdown, right? Yeah, it's like that. Right. All homer. All homer, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Long boundary corner and an aggressive defensive scheme with a first year coordinator that's looking to prove his worth and a better front. Yeah, son, sign me up. Year 2, full runway, big leap on the way. Right. And all right, so I had to pull up the schedule just so we could see what kind of gauntlet our boy got to go through this year, because this is gonna be a baptism by fire. All right, this is a if I schedule hard, just think about the wide receivers he got to face. You know what I'm saying? I scheduled the 8th hardest schedule. He might have the most difficult cornerback assignment in the NFL this season, right? As far as who he got to line up against every week. Now he starts the season off going against AJ Brown if he's still with the Eagles, Devontae Smith and Mekhi Lemon. Then he follows it up with CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens. Then he got to go. Remember, that's twice a year with them, right? With them two first teams. Then you got the Seahawks, who Jackson Smith and Jigba bodied them last year. You know what I'm saying? While he was on the mend from injuries. You know what I'm saying? And the coaching staff wasn't necessarily being like, yeah, this dude shouldn't be out here. They kept giving him a shot. And when he go to London, he got to go against Alec Pierce. When he, you know what I'm saying, still got the Giants twice a year. He got Malik Neighbors. Jesus. Mike Evans, right back around, Ricky Pearsall. All right, then you get your bye week. You finally get your bye week. Just recovery. and you're going to be in the film room. You're going to be like, damn, bro, my first 6 weeks, bro, I went against let me count. 1, 2, 3. You went against 4 All-Pros and AJ Brown, CeeDee Lamb, Jackson Smith and Jigba, and Mike Evans. All right. Mike Evans ain't an all-pro wide receiver no more, but he'll still baptize your ass. You know what I'm saying? And then you still got a bunch of up-and-comers and with some dog work on there. Malik Neighbors, Alec Pierce. You got George Pickens, Devontae Smith, Ricky Pearsall. That's just in 6 weeks, homie. So our boy got some work on his hands, straight up. You know what I'm saying? Then he come off the bye dealing with that same conundrum again with Devontae Smith, Mekhi Lemon, and AJ Brown potentially. The Rams, Devontae Adams and Puka Nakua. And they keep adding more ammunition. You know what I'm saying? Then he got Malik Neighbors again. All right. All right. Then he got to deal with the damn Burrow. I mean, then he got to deal with the Burrow boy, the Burrow and them, Jamar Chase and T. Higgins. So he has Listen, he got off the bye week and got right back on the gauntlet. You know what I'm saying? After that, he got Marvin Harrison Jr. with the Cardinals, Carnell Tate and Calvin Ridley with the Titans, Nico Collins with the Texans, Drake London with the Falcons, Justin Jefferson with the Vikings in Week 16, Brian Thomas Jr., Jacoby Myers Week 17, CeeDee Lamb again, and George Pickens again to end your season. My boy is going to earn all of his money this season. My boy is going to earn all of his money this season. Do you see the kind of gauntlet he got to go through? Whoo-wee. I don't envy him. But again, this is a pedigree maker. This is a pedigree making schedule, man. Leap on the way, right? In 2026, for him to even make that happen, for me to say, yep, he made a year 2 leap, you know what I need from him? I need 17 games. I need 17 games. I need 3 to 6 interceptions. That's a tall order. I need 3 to 6 of them. I need 12 to 15 pass breakups. I need you active. I need real Pro Bowl conversation if the team is winning. I need those things, brother. Make that happen, man. Now, when it comes to this leap meter, right? This leap meter that I'm looking at is basically as if these players, if I feel like these players can make a leap in this year coming up. With Trey, I got him at about a 9.2 on my leap meter. I think the man can definitely take a gigantic jump up with the new scheme that we're gonna have, with the fact that he's looking spry, looking healthy, and we in May, and he looked ready to go. All right, team putting out, you know what I'm saying, copious images on my boy, and my boy look like he ready to play ball today. All right, again, 900 plus snaps, my boy. I need it. I need the work, young. Now, Command Nation, I got to hear from y'all, son, because he fits the cornerback build. You know what I'm saying? He got the speed, got the length, got the confidence. Again, the swagger, the moxie. All right. Every young defensive back needs a dog in his corner, and I think Daronte Jones is that dog. All right. So with that aggressive mindset in mind, what do you need to see from Trey Amos for you to consider him having the year 2 leap? All right. What do you need to see? What's some things you need to see from Trey? Again, I think Trey was our best rookie that we drafted last year. I love Josh Connolly. I think Trey Amos was that, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really think he was that until he started getting nicked up. All right. Once he started getting nicked up, I felt like things started dropping. All right. Certain things start falling off his game. But that's one man's opinion, man. I want to hear from y'all. How y'all feel about Trey Amos? You know what I'm saying? I did a poll. I'm going to put it up here. And y'all was rocking. Some of y'all was rocking with Trey on the year 2 leap situation. And I'm rocking how y'all was rocking. So listen, if you're new here, subscribe to the channel. Obviously, right? Need that. Young, like this video up, share it out, baby. I got more coming, you know what I'm saying? And we're gonna keep this leap series going or whatever. And the next one gonna be on Josh Connolly for sure. We gotta talk about JC for sure. I just wanted to get Trey Amos out the way. A boy was hella excited to talk about Trigger Trey. All right, young, you already know the motto. If you don't know the motto, you about to learn it right now. This is Gerard BTV with Burgundy and Gold. We never fold. Hellraiser on me, Hellraiser on 3, and we out of here, young.